Hey everyone, internet equivalent to Polysure here, welcoming you to another episode of Whatever Happened To. So I take it all you guys like video games and anything video game related, right? So how about we take a look at the obscure side of that genre. The little company simply known as Shiftylook. Around 2011, Nyamco Bandai developed a subsidiary in the US, simply titled Shiftylook. Its purpose was to breathe new life into now-defunct Nyamco IPs via various forms of media like cartoons and comic books. A lot of the people that they got involved to work with them were fairly well-known artists like Sam Logan and Scott Kurtz, creators of Sam and Fuzzy and PvP respectively. Both comics handled nerd humor and culture in a way that was respectable, not pandering and soulless. Big Bang Theory. Sorry about that, I guess I caught something. Guess that fucking happens when you're waiting in human garbage all day. The messes may be big, but the pay's good, so whatever. So they're perfect candidates to work on this kind of project. Now, if Nintendo actually hired people like this who were making their fan games to promote their games legally, instead of going on these crusades to stop them, never mind, that wouldn't work. That would be a legal nightmare. Moving on. So I bet a lot of you people are thinking, who are some of these characters? Aside from Dig Dug, Tekken, Klonoa, and Pac-Man, Namco hasn't been very well known for having a large roster of well-known mascots, or at least ones that have lasted very long. Let's do a quick rundown on some of these cartoons, since both of them follow their respective comics' main stories. Aside from Mathie. I don't think that one had a comic, but whatever, let's just continue. So the first one was Bravo Man, developed by Copernicus Studios around 2013. It's loosely based on the TurboGrafx 16 game of the same name, featuring all the characters, as well as a few new ones. One of my favorite things about the show is the energy of it. It's got this kind of Saturday morning cartoon vibe to it, especially with its opening, reminding me something like, I guess, The Tick or Animaniacs. You could go back in time and air the show in the early 90s and people would eat this up. The references to DLC and iPads would go over their heads, but whatever. The show stars our titular hero, Bravo Man, and his sidekick slash mentor, Alpha Man, from the planet Alpha, going on random adventures and trying to foil the nefarious plots of Dr. Bomb. Humor is very self-aware and constantly broke the fourth wall whenever it could.
Alright, it's here! Bravo Fighter 2 Lighthearted Resurrection, featuring 62 playable characters, multiple story endings, monthly subscription fee, alternate costumes I have to pay extra for! Some.
Unfortunately, the show only lasted about 11 episodes, and it was probably cut short due to the fact that they had such a star-studded cast, voicing most of the characters. It would be just too expensive to continue. I mean, you had the likes of Jennifer Hale, D. Bradley Baker, and Rob Goddamn Paulson as Bravo Man, one of the most well-known voice actors in our time for such notable roles as Fred in Coconut Fred, and a few other minor roles. I don't know, they're probably not important. So our next cartoon is Mathie. The story takes place several years after the events of the original game. After being let go from the force, Mathie now works as head of security in the office building of his arch-enemy, Goro. The show had a lot different tone compared to Bravo Man. It was more quiet and mellow and felt more like a sitcom than Saturday morning cartoon you would see on TV. I guess the closest comparison to it would have to be Aqua Teen Hunger Force due to its limited animation, very punchy dialogue. Though it doesn't really need to rely on shock humor to gain the attention of its viewers, since it's all written so well.
I took a sick day. I am straight up dying right now.
Well, okay, not all the time. I remember watching a video on Shiftylook's channel made by Scott Kurtz talking about the reasons behind the lack of in-between animation. It was an experiment for him and his co-workers, instead of some sort of lack of an actual budget. Shame I can't really find the video, because I would really like to show it. It really struck a nerve with me as an artist. The show ran for about 12 episodes and was lucky enough to actually have a conclusion with a crossover episode featuring Bravo Man.
And I'm here to shut down your hijinks.
You sound really different on TV.
Kid, of course I do. That's a professional voice actor. Those are just cartoons.
And next on the list is Wonder Momo, which actually wasn't animated in-house by Shiftylook, but rather by a Japanese anime company known as Graphica. I actually didn't watch this during its original run. I have no real problem with the magical girl anime genre, but it just looked pretty generic. But while making this video, I decided, why not I give it a little bit of a chance. In the original arcade game, the main character Momo was actually an actress in a stage show fighting guys dressed as aliens. But in the anime, she's actually fighting aliens, because, you know, that happens on a regular day-to-day basis. The series lasted for about 5 episodes, and was even streamed on Crunchyroll around February 2014. There was even an iOS-Android game released after its initial run, though unfortunately it is no longer available. From what footage I've seen, it was a pretty decent-looking beat-em-up game, nothing really special. There was also a Bravo Man game for the iOS and Android. Though, like Wonder Momo, it met the same fate and is no longer available for purchase. It also looked pretty good aside from a few herky-jerky animations. C'est la vie. They even stepped into the dating sim community in Nyamco High, which is pretty self-explanatory. Just a bunch of Nyamco characters in a high school setting, as well as some Homestuck characters for some reason. You know, that's the thing about crowdfunding. It's basically just like American politics. You have enough money, you basically just have free reign of the entire project. But just like any sim dating game set in a high school setting, your main goal is basically just to seduce and one of the many different characters in the game. Like this chick, or this bird man. I mean, who wouldn't want to tap this drum, huh?
That's pretty gay.
Screw you, I thought it was funny. Although it was well received and had a fully playable demo available to the public, it was discontinued around June 30th, 2014. The same year that the entire Shiftylook subsidiary went under. It's not really known for sure why Namco decided to pull the plug, but it was probably because of overspending on convention space and advertisements, and they weren't making enough return profits. Currently their main sites are down, as well as their Facebook and Tumblr being basically deserted years ago. Though there are a few Tumblr blogs still around that archived all of their original comics, such as The Rambling Computer, and the super unequal blog of Bravo Man. And as for Copernicus Studios, well, they continue to make different animations for various shows such as Comedy Central's Trip Tank and Teen Titans Go. Not sure if this is a low point or a high point in their career. Oh well, they're still getting work. Sam Logan and Scott Kurtz are still uploading their respective comics. And Graphica's anime list has been ever increasing. I think I might have saw Attack on Titan and Berserk in that list somewhere. And that was Shiftylook. It's too bad a lot of these IPs kind of died with this one subsidiary. So if you liked the video, like, subscribe, or if you didn't, whatever, you know? It is what it is. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Cut, print, perfect. Don't you agree, Tor? That's right, someone's mic would crap out halfway through the recording. Adds a sense of realism and grittiness not seen in today's YouTube videos.